Hello there, welcome to your latest broadcast from the Met Office. The settled weather continues through the rest of this week, and looking at the bigger picture we can see why. High pressure sits just to the west of us at the moment, but as we move through the week into the weekend it just starts to move across us. We do have some weak weather fronts at times though, crossing from the north, and it will introduce a little more cloud at times, perhaps something a little cooler as we head towards Sunday, but overall temperatures above average for the time of year. It has been a little cooler across the UK through Tuesday, though temperatures still above average into the low 20s. This evening and overnight stays largely dry for much of the country, though this weather front will move in across northwestern parts of Scotland to give some patchy rain here. Some thicker cloud also filtering across Northern Ireland into western parts of northern England, North Wales, and perhaps a little bit of low cloud around some eastern coast of England too, but elsewhere generally clear, perhaps a few mist patches developing. Temperatures in towns and cities holding up double figures, but in the countryside chilly once more, perhaps locally low single figures to start Wednesday morning, but that means plenty of sunny spells. But just notice across northwest Scotland, around some western coasts of northern England, Wales into Northern Ireland, just a bit of a cloudier picture here. This week weather front slowly slips its way southwards as we move through the day. It could be thick enough for a patchy light rain at times, largely over the hills. Most places under this cloud will stay dry behind it. It brightens up across the rest of Scotland, sunny spells, and then much of England and Wales, plenty of sunshine to come. Just some low cloud perhaps still affecting the far southeast of the UK. And with more sunshine around in general through Wednesday, temperatures will lift, generally the mid to high teens around the coasts, inland reaching the low 20s, perhaps around 23 degrees towards the Bristol area. So one of the warmest days of the year so far. And UV is strong, 6 or 7 for the vast majority of the UK, perhaps a little bit lower where we keep the cloud further north and west. Pollen levels, it's grass season now and they're starting to rise too. Low to moderate, but we will see some pockets of high starting to develop now as that grass grows pretty quickly. To end Wednesday, it's a fine note. This weather front just slowly slips its way southwards as we head through the evening and overnight. Just a band of cloud generally, some clear spells in between. And when we get those clear spells, again, just like recent nights, temperatures dipping into single figures under the cloud, holding up around 10 to 11 degrees generally. So Thursday, looking ahead, plenty of dry weather to come for much of the UK. Some low cloud across some eastern areas may just take its time to lift and break. And in fact, some cumulus cloud bubbling up elsewhere as we go through the day. Perhaps the best of the sunshine across Scotland, western parts of northern England, Wales and into Northern Ireland, and then also the far southeast. But this cloud will come and go in places, perhaps just thick enough as well for the odd spot of light rain, but plenty of fine weather to come. And it won't spoil the temperatures too much to feel out there. High teens getting into low 20s, so maybe not quite as high compared to Wednesday, but still around or above average for the time of year. And into Friday and the weekend, it stays very similar. High pressure holds on. It stays mostly settled, plenty of warm sunshine, temperatures getting into the low 20s, but it does start to turn a little cooler from the north as we head towards Sunday, and around some coastal areas, if we keep some low cloud and sea breeze developing, it will just take the edge off the temperatures. So if you'd like more information on the weather where you are over the next few days, you can follow us on our social media channels. See you again soon.